Hey everyone, and welcome back to today's Explainer. We've got a really exciting one for you today. We're diving into a highly concentrated, incredibly forward-looking snapshot from Session 7, focusing specifically on learning and development metrics. Now, I'll be honest, the source material we're looking at today is remarkably brief, but do not let its length fool you for a second. This single sentence literally contains a massive paradigm shift in how we understand workplace learning, growth, and measurement. It's a complete reimagining of the corporate learning ecosystem distilled down into just 12 words. So let's get focused and unpack exactly what the future of L&D is going to look like.
Here is the exact excerpt straight from Session 7. Let's read this together, because this right here, this serves as our blueprint for the workplace of tomorrow. Quote, skill acquisition tracked. AI forecasts growth. Learning measured dynamically. End quote. It's concise, it's punchy, and it paints this incredible picture of a workplace that is actively monitoring, predicting, and adjusting to your capabilities in real time. We aren't just talking about taking a boring seminar and checking a box anymore, right? This outlines a living, breathing metric system.
So, here is our roadmap for today. We'll start with the new L&D era, then break down the three core pillars: tracking skill acquisition, AI forecast future growth, and measuring learning dynamically. Finally, we'll bring it all together in the future of learning. Let's jump right in.
Section 1, the new L&D era, unpacking Session 7.
Okay, so these three distinct steps aren't just separate, isolated ideas. They actually form a continuous loop. Honestly, think of it like a highly advanced fitness tracker, but for your career. So, step 1, you acquire a skill, and the system logs it. Bam. Step 2, artificial intelligence then steps in, acting kind of like a digital coach, taking that data to predict your very next best move. And step 3, because learning is measured dynamically, the process literally never stops. It constantly updates in real time. It's a total, fundamental departure from those traditional static learning models we're all used to. Let's look a bit closer at that very first step.
Section 2, tracking skill acquisition, our first pillar.
The absolutely crucial word here isn't just tracked, it's acquisition. Historically, in corporate environments, what did we track? We tracked attendance. Did you show up to the workshop? Did you furiously click through that compliance module just to get it done? But Session 7 explicitly points to tracking the actual acquisition of the skill. This means the explicit monitoring of new abilities and knowledge you have actually gained, and more importantly, can demonstrate over time. It's a massive shift from measuring the input, the training itself, to measuring the output, what you can actually do right now that you couldn't do before. That is a foundational change in the kind of data we're gathering on human potential.
Section 3, AI forecasts future growth, the second pillar.
So the really critical point is what we actually do with that tracked data. Traditional L&D metrics are essentially a rearview mirror. They're entirely focused on past events. They tell you what classes were taken last quarter or maybe last year. But utilizing AI, that flips the entire model forward into the windshield. By leveraging algorithms, organizations aren't just looking at what you learned yesterday. They're acting like a real-time GPS routing system to predict your future capabilities. Based on the skills you've just acquired, what are you primed to learn next? Where are the gaps in your team that you, specifically, are perfectly positioned to fill? AI is the ultimate catalyst here, turning historical data into a proactive, exciting forecast for growth.
Section 4, measuring learning dynamically, the third pillar.
Let's really isolate that word dynamically. By definition, it means characterized by constant change, activity, or progress. In the old world, learning measurement was entirely static. You might have that dreaded annual review where you look back over 12 whole months and try to remember what on earth you learned. That is the exact opposite of dynamic. What Session 7 is outlining here is a fluid, continuous measurement. As you work, as you acquire new skills, and as the AI forecasts your trajectory, the measurement of your learning is constantly updating in real time. It's a living metric that breathes right alongside your career progression.
Section 5, the future of learning, bringing it all together.
When you actually combine these tracked skills with AI-driven forecasts, and you wrap the whole shebang in dynamic measurement, you get a completely modernized ecosystem. It means that you, as a learner, are fully seen. Your real, acquired skills are the baseline. Your future potential is actively forecasted by intelligent systems, mapping out career pathways you might not have even considered yet. And the whole process is measured dynamically, ensuring that as you pivot, as you grow and adapt, the system adapts right alongside you. It is a highly efficient, hyper-focused engine for human capital development.
Which leaves us with this final, really important thought to consider, derived directly from the vision of Session 7. Are you ready for an environment where your growth is constantly tracked, forecasted, and dynamically measured? It's a thrilling prospect, for sure, but it also requires a pretty major mindset shift from the employee, a willingness to be in a state of continuous, highly visible evolution. Think about how that level of dynamic measurement would completely change the way you approach your very next task at work. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.